So we just docked the boat and we are on Kice, and we are gonna go do some fun shelling. So the tide is going out, so as you guys can see right away, right, we have a rack line up here, and there's always some really fun. Oh my gosh, the sand is so sinking. Can you guys see how my feet are like sinking in the sand? There's always some fun like driftwood here, and always some like really fun. Oh, look at the pretty angel wing. Nice, nice find. So you guys can always check the rack line for, you know, treasures up here. There's always some good, you know, fun shells. There's a nice fun piece of driftwood right here. I'm the type of person that would like lug the driftwood all the way back. Here's another little piece of an angel wing too here. And then if you can see, like, this is the rack line we're at right now, and then there's one up even higher. So you can come up to this one too, and you can kind of take a peek up here. I mean, look, you're never going to know what you're going to find, right? Like, look at this. It's like a perfect sea urchin. Look at that. Perfect little sea urchin right there. How fun. I don't know if that's going to make it in my shell bag, so. And then here's a little egg casing. Look at these two treasures, like right off the bat, right? Here's a nice big fighting conch here. And oh, look! Look what we got right here. We got a king crown. Look at that. Nice little king crown right there. I mean, holy moly, right? And we haven't even gotten very far from the boat, and we're in the rack line. It's probably been sitting here for a while, and we've already got some fun stuff. This is a great place for driftwood. So if you are a driftwood person, I mean, obviously this piece is like really cool, but it's a little bit big. But this is a really fun place to find cool pieces of driftwood too. You don't get a lot of driftwood on other beaches, like such as Sanibel. Look at this pretty sunray Venus right here. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Look at the color on that. That's beautiful. Look at that piece of driftwood. That's really pretty. I mean, I could just sit here and collect driftwood all day. I mean, I love driftwood, and we don't find a whole lot of it. So when we do see it, it's really super fun to find. And then here in the water, you always find lots of sunray Venus here, and I love them. I think they're so pretty. And look at these. These are still together. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. Oh, I love them. I will tell you, be very careful when you're cleaning these shells because these bleach very easily. So if you're going to put them in some bleach, make sure that you are not soaking them in a very strong solution for a long time because it will take the color off. So we're going to come over here to the edge of the island. And out here is the Gulf. So you can see like the water there where it changes, where it's like real calm in through here, and then it gets really wavy out there. And look at this fun little bird. It's fishing or something, fishing or running. Oh my goodness. Little baby heron. Little baby blue heron learning to fish. That right here where the sand changes color, so this is actually a rack line right here where the high tide came in. So all of this here is sometimes underwater, so this is all really good area to look for shells. And I always teach you guys to look for things you can't see, right? So this is one of those times when you want to, is this down here, is this a leaf smear? Hiding? Oh, it's just a piece. But that's a good example, right? of looking for a little piece of something hiding, which you can't see. Like, look up here in this high rack line. I'm trying to get out of the shade a little bit. Oh, this little shark eye right here. And then right next to it, you've got a nice big sunray Venus. And up here, look at this, you got a big whelk up here too. Look at this nice big whelk. Super pretty. I mean, this is just the high tide line. Oh, this right here. See this under here? Oh, see, it's just a piece. Gotta go after those pieces though, because you never know when you might find something that is whole. So I'm just kind of scanning around to see if I see anything. Focus a little bit there. I just love all of this wooded area. It's so pretty. Look how pretty this beach is. There's so much to look at. I mean, you could stay up here and shell. Another sunray Venus right here. You guys know me. I much prefer in the water, so I'm going to be coming down here to check out what's going on in the waterland. Let me just rinse off this whelk really quick. Oh, look right here. You see this? Really, look at that whelk. It's a beautiful whelk. Really fun. King crown. It's got a little hole in the bottom, but still super pretty. And you just have to be careful walking, and I have my fit kicks on. I always wear water shoes because you just don't know what you're gonna step on. Sharp shells and sinking sand and all of the things, so. But even up there, you know, all the shells that get caught, and you just wanna look over here. Let me get over here so you guys can see this ginormous piece of a true tulip. I mean, that would have been like a huge true tulip. Look at this sucker. Look at that baby. Okay, look at that sunray Venus hiding under there too. That's a pretty one. Oh, get down. Get a little workout shelling. Beautiful. I mean, they're all over if you can see them in here. And then right here, it looks like this could be a whelk hiding right here too. Nope, just a piece. Just a piece of a whelk. So lots of sunray Venus. Oh look, and there's a little murex too. Let's check to make sure nobody's home. Look at all of these sunray Venus clams. I love them. I think they're so cool and so pretty. Okay, so this one's bleached out a little bit. It's probably been sitting in the sun, but can you see how the pattern bleached out a little bit? So that just gives you guys kind of an idea of what will happen if you leave it in bleach too long. So you just have to be really mindful of that when you're cleaning your shells. You don't want to leave it in bleach for too long. So this is where I love to shell. I love to shell in the water. Look at the waves. Look at the water. I hope you guys can see how beautiful the water is today. It's so gorgeous out here. And then there's the south end of Marco right there. So fun. Let's see what we have. Look at this big one down here. And it is a hair rough because the tide's still on its way out. So this will all calm down, and this will probably be all exposed at one point, which is really a nice reason to come at low tide. And the shell tours are usually really great about getting you out when the tide is either low and coming in or outgoing, so that way you have the most time on the beach with the exposed areas. So we're just taking a look-see here, seeing what we can find. Is that a big olive? I'm trying to get my shadow out of the way, but We're kind of midday here. Look at that nice shiny olive. Beautiful. And here's another pretty scallop. I'm such a sucker for pretty scallops. I don't know. I just love them. And look up here. There's a ginormous auger. Can you guys see that auger? It's huge. It is huge and ginormous. And I'm going to grab this scallop too right here. Look how pretty this bright scallop is. Rinse this one off. Look how pretty. I love it. So here's another example of like stuff just rolling in right here. So this is your break line where you can just watch the shells roll. There's a little tulip there. There's a little punk. There's another scallop. Oh my gosh, I'm in Scallop City right now. I'm loving scallops. So whelk rolling, Murex rolling. I'm trying to get out of the shadow for you guys. Here's another pretty olive. 2 olives. Always hoping to find the elusive golden olive when you come out to these parts, these islands. That's just a piece, but that would have been a really pretty shiny one. So always looking for things I can't see. Always looking for things that are buried, color, spots. Gotta look for that Junonia, right? Like you don't want that Junonia. Look at that beautiful scallop. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be beautiful cleaned up with some oil on it. And so when you guys come on a shell tour, the nice thing is not only do they bring you out to these remote areas that you can only get to by boat, but you're also going to have shell guides with you to help you shell that beautiful conch. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that one is. Beautiful. And you're just guaranteed to find like the most incredible shells here. It's just so much fun. So I highly recommend if you visit Southwest Florida, you know, take a day, hop on a shell tour, come out to an area that you normally wouldn't be able to go to, somewhere new, and check out some amazing shells. And the fun thing is you're going to find some different shells every time you come. Like today is obviously like Sunray Venus City. I mean, they're everywhere. I mean, look at this. Oh my goodness me. Here's one. Here's another one. All different colors and sizes, and I mean, look how pretty. And look over here. I mean, there's more. I mean, there's just so many of them. So, and these are really fun to craft with too. Craft with and paint. They're flat. They're shiny. Put those in my shell bag. Pretty scallop. Here's a tulip right behind it. Ooh, look at this tulip. This is a really pretty tulip. Look at that one. Beautiful. So here's a little break line, so to speak, where the shells are starting to wash up a little bit. And I know sometimes it's kind of tough to see on camera, but watch for color, watch for movement, and you'll be able to see some fun things. Like here's an olive. Kind of rolling. How pretty this olive is. And there's a little tulip right here too, kind of right in the middle of the camera right here. Cute little tulip. So this is another great little place. Lots of augers. I love finding the augers, and they're usually easy to find because they're rolling and you can see kind of that bluish purple color. But this is an awesome place to kind of find your mini shells and your smaller shells too. What do we got here? There's another little olive. Beautiful. And here's a couple olives rolling down here. Let's see if you guys can spot them. Kind of rolling with the waves. There's 1 and 2. Oops. I just dropped it. Hold on. There it is. And then look what we got over here. I see orange. Do you guys see the orange? little orange right here, and it might be a true tulip. Woohoo! Look how pretty. That is a beautiful one. Super pretty. Love that. Always love finding a true tulip. That's like, I hardly ever find them when they're whole, and I hardly ever find them when they're empty. They usually have a little critter in there, so that's always super fun. So we're going to continue looking for color and continue looking for things that are rolling. And then here's like this cool, look at this, I love these like old trees with like the branches and the root system. And then you've got these little periwinkle shells, and you'll find these a lot of the time. They're like a land snail, but they're kind of a marine snail. You'll find them on the beaches, you'll find them on dock posts. Do you see them all? Do you see them moving? Here, I'll try to hold this really still. They're moving right along. Moving, especially this little guy right here. He's moving quite a bit. So look at them all. Oh my goodness. So that's always really fun. Guys, so I'm just kind of, the tide's going out, so as you can see, turn over this way so you guys can see. So this part that I've been walking in is starting to become more exposed here, which is kind of nice because then it just makes it a little bit easier to kind of see all the shells. So I'm going to kind of come up here, and you have to be careful. Like, it tends to get, if you can see, this is kind of like muddy. It can get really slippy in here. So you just want to be really careful that you don't slip, even with shoes on. So we're gonna kind of, there's like a little, let's get in here, a little cute little tulip in here. And I gotta try to get to where you guys can see. I have to get where I can focus too. There we go. Well, let me try to come up here so you guys can see without me being in the sun. Shadow getting in the way. There we go. Here's like a really pretty little well. Ooh, look at the color on that one. I didn't think that was going to be super impressive, but that's going to be really nicely oiled up. Let's see what we can spot down here in this little cove area. So you can see that the water is starting to drain out here. Okay, so it's going to start to leave some fun shells. Like, look at this big tulip. Gosh, look at that ginormous tulip right there. Here's another whelk that's hidden. Clean that out. All cleaned off. Beautiful. And right back here, I just spotted an olive. So this is going to be a great little place to hang out for a minute. There's another little tulip right here. This is kind of a fun one. It's got a fun little pattern on it. Right. Here's an olive just sitting there. Just sitting there hanging out. There's a cone, Florida cone right here with some holes in it. It's a holy cone. Holy cone. And we've got a scallop. My gosh, look at the scallop. I just love these big perfect scallops. Anybody else just love the scallops? I love the scallops. Come over here and let's see if this is a little conch. And here's another. This is a good little place to kind of dig around. Ooh, look at this little murex. Look at that little mini. Look at the little spines on that one. Oh my gosh, that is like a fabulous little specimen right there. A little juvenile conch. Got this piece of metal kind of stuck here, and we'll see if we have some shells. Oh my gosh, can you guys see right here? Looks like a little baby tulip. And you guys know that I'm a sucker for little baby tulips. Ah, gosh, so cute. Make sure nobody's in there. I wouldn't want to take a little baby. It's good. It's hard to believe that they go from being that little to that big, right? Look at that. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Let's see what we got. We've got another really pretty olive here. Juicy, shiny olive. Lots of big, pretty conchs. This is a great little place. Look at this calico clam right here. You guys see the color on this thing? That is gorgeous. Oh my word. There's something about a shell when it's like a really good specimen, like a really nice example of the shell. You know, it's got really nice color, a really nice pattern. There's just something about that that it gives me like goosebumps. Look at all of these sunray Venus clams. Oh my gosh, look at them all. They're just everywhere. Look at this one's got like an ombre pattern to it. Look at them. I'm just loving them. Put some of these in the beach treasure boxes for sure. Those are really fun. And look at this. What is this right here? Is this a little shark eye or a little moon snail? Oh, look at this shark eye. Look at the color. Is this a moon snail or a shark eye? I can't even tell. Oh, I can't even tell in my phone. I think it's a shark eye, but look at the color on that thing. Wow. That is beautiful. That's what I'm talking about when you find something that's just super unique in color. Oh, I'm sinking. Oh, I'm sinking in the mud. You guys see the hole I just made? Look at these big scallops that I'm just loving. Here's another calico clam that's just super pretty. You've got one of these sunburst scallops here that's just got the pink with the orange sunburst pattern on there. There's another orange scallop over here. Look at this one. That like peachy orange color. Awesome. And let's see here. Make sure I don't fall on my face as I'm hunched down. There's another tulip. And I'm just, oh my gosh, you guys, the scallops are just, I'm just loving the scallops. Look at this. I could collect scallops just all day. Flip this one over. Look at these. There's another one. Here's some over here too. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. Oh, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Here's some more sunray Venus. Just waiting for me to pick them up. That. There's another one up here. Oh, grab it. I'm kind of missing an area over here. Here's a nice dark one. That nice dark one here. I mean, there's so many shells, and you could stay in one spot for like an hour and probably not see everything there is to see. Let me come up this way. Out of the way of the shadows. Oh, look at the nutmeg! My husband's favorite shell. He always gets so excited when I bring him home a nice nutmeg. Look at that. That's a beautiful nutmeg too. Oh, gorgeous. Here's a really pretty rock right here. Getting my workout today, bending over and getting my quadriceps going. Ooh, I see a cone. Woo! It's falling. You guys see that pretty Florida cone right in the middle there? Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that bright orange cone. Wow, look at the color on that. Beautiful. So pretty. Here's some more scallops, because I'm like scallop obsessed today. I mean, I'm always scallop obsessed, but I'm like extra scallop obsessed today. Either don't bleach them and just use a little bit of dish soap and water, or if you're going to bleach them, make sure you're watching them very carefully. It will take the shine off and they will get bleached very quickly. There's a big whelk sitting there on top of the post. The tide's definitely going out, and all of this was covered. Now it's uncovered, so this is a really fun place to look. Ooh, there's a really pretty orange scallop over here. You guys see that orange scallop? Love me an orange scallop. Oh my word. Look how pretty that is. I have a thing for orange scallops too. Oh, and look, here's the sand dollar. You got a sand dollar. And it's not alive, so it's a keeper. Super pretty. Look how nice. I don't know if we'll be able to get that back in my shell bag in one piece, but we'll give it a go. Put it on the side there and hope it eats it. Another pretty Venus clam and a little orange scallop to go with it. Shell bag's getting a little heavy over here. Ooh, I see a little scallop, or I mean a tulip hiding. Got one here and got another one here. And we got a really big turkey wing. Look at that turkey wing. Wow. Let's go rinse those off. There's a little drill, little mini drill. So many fun shells. This is a really important place to kind of stop and just look, because this is where you're going to find really cool stuff, but you might miss it if you're not looking. So you want to just make sure that you're scoping out the area, looking for things. Just rinse these off really quick and grab this big, oh, beautiful. I love them. Know that you guys will love them in your beach treasure boxes too, because they're just a fun shell to craft with or put on display or whatnot. Let's come up here and see. There's an olive hiding right here. The olive, yeah it is. Look at that. It's got a cool little pattern on the side too. You can see that. On the side. Ooh, and look at this. Oh my. You guys see what's right by my foot? You guys see that whelk? It's stuck. Oh, it's broken. Bummer, but that would have been a big one. That would have been really fun. Looks like over here is another olive kind of hiding in the sand. Pretty. Here. Oh my gosh, look at all the olives. Olive town. Oh, all the olives. Look at all the olives. Olive. Another one. Here's a little murex. Here. Here's a tulip. Pretty tulip. There's 2 more olives in there. Oh, he hit like a little olive stash. My goodness. Alright, so I'm still trouncing around out here. And as you guys can maybe see, the tide has gone out quite a bit. So right here was where the water was at. If you can see where it's real dark still. And this is where the shells were kind of washing up. And now the water's all the way up here. The tide is definitely going out. We're getting ready to leave, so unfortunately the hardest part of coming to the beach is having to leave, right? But I just wanted to show you guys how much has been uncovered by the tide, and it's sometimes it's really tough to see. Oh look, there's a big shark eye right here. It's kind of hard. It's really hard to see some of these shells because they're going to be kind of buried in the sand a little bit. But the last time I was out here, that's when I found that Junonia. So it was in all this muck and it was buried, and I only saw just a little bit of the pattern kind of poking out of the ground. So that's what's really important, to just be able to be out here kind of looking around. Here's a little tulip kind of stuck in the mud there. Pretty little tulip. And again, just be really careful because it's slippery, there's branches. You just really have to make sure you're careful where you walk. Always wear beach shoes out here when you're in this kind of mucky area. And here you can see that a lot of stuff got uncovered. Got some fun conchs that got uncovered, some more Venus clams over here. Got some really pretty conchs here that got uncovered too, some juvenile fighting conchs. But this is, ooh, look at this big, oh, here's another tulip right here, and look at this big tulip. Oh, look at that big one. I love a big juicy tulip. So, you'll see, oh, here's a little Florida cone right there. And you're gonna find some olives, like right, oops, here's one, just buried in the sand. I just dropped it. So you're gonna find a lot of shells that are just buried. Let me find a little puddle over here to wash these off in. Okay, look at these beauties. Beautiful. And then in here, you know, you'll find more. So let me put my shells in this little Venus clam here so you guys can see them. And then let's see if we have anything. It looks like we've got another olive in here. Another pretty tulip. Look at that. And over here, get down underneath all of this. Another tulip. Oh, look at this. Look at that murex. I love these lace murex with that lace. It's so pretty. Another tulip here. So we'll put that in our little collection jar over here. Here's another little area that got uncovered. Look at all the shells. Ooh, this little conch is really pretty too. I love the ones with these little crown spines up there. Here's another pretty scallop that I just can't resist. Let's see what else. Here's another tulip. And right next to it, it looks like another big, pretty olive. Find a little puddle to. How pretty! My gosh, I could just keep going and going and going, but I got to get back to the boat. So, one more quick peek before we go, so you guys can see where we're at. I am gonna be going and heading